I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video we're going to have a look at Axelar. So I'm in the Track Digits calendar. I was just browsing to look for new opportunities in the new upcoming feature. I selected today and tomorrow as the date, and I'm basically looking specifically at the unlock values. I've been looking for bigger supply shocks, so anything $100, 100K is not that interesting. But when I scrolled down, I did notice something interesting. Very little circulating supply, which is interesting, and an $18 million release coming up tomorrow with significant return on investment for investors. So Axelar, I've no clue about this project. I haven't researched it before, but we're going to have a look at deep dive because the indicators are showing an interesting opportunity. So tomorrow the unlock will happen, and basically it's the same unlock moving forward. It is built up out of team tokens, quite significant, $2.5 million worth. Then there's a team 2 category, which is 1.8 million. There's a seed round being released with a crazy 2,500% ROI, $4 million worth. Seed 2, 3,800. Seed 3, 1 million. 3,800, 3.8 million. So just the seed round by itself, the different stacks, 7, 8, almost $9 million, and then development 4.6. So the team and the development might hold back, but these investors, specifically these ones, why are these prices so off? So right now it's 72 cents, and C3 is not even profitable at this point. But you can see that the circulating supply additions, it's significant, right? They're adding 14%, which is usually a good thing, diluting the supply to get price stability. However, this is going to be a disaster, right? 1,452% of daily trading volume. So if we find Axelar on CoinMarketCap, there we go. We're basically seeing a volume of 1.2 million. Which this shock that it's going to bring, which is a total of 17 million, it obviously cannot absorb, right? Which will be quite a significant impact. 125 million market cap, fully diluted at 752 million. When we look at the all-time chart, I haven't looked at it before, it is really stable, surprisingly. I did open the website, and it's some form of cross-chain protocol. Axelar delivers secure cross-chain communication for Web3. Our infrastructure enables decentralized apps users to interact with an asset or application on-chain. All right, so there's quite some utility to the token, I assume. This is definitely not my type of project. Beyond Bridges, very tech-heavy, built via API. I don't have usually a big understanding of these projects, which makes it a little bit more risky and might make my prediction a little bit weak, right? Cross-chain platform, that's basically what it does. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the actual project. I'm just looking for the indicators here, as that is why I was in Track Digits in the first place. If you want to utilize Track Digits, there's a free link to sign up in the description below. And basically what's interesting, this is going to occur every single month. So if this would be a good play, we can track it, and then we can see if there's opportunity might arise every 30 days if the price stays on this level, which might make sense because it has been. So around the 27th of the month, every single time it's released. So let me see what happened last time. 27th, yeah, we saw a slight dump thereafter, but it wasn't that quite significant. It did pump here a little bit, and it hasn't been deployed for that long either. So 27th of this month, yeah, of that month, and then 27th here again, quite a little dump, but not that significant. The price hasn't moved that much. I'm curious about these tokenomics though. So team 1, 17%, team 2, 12.5%. That makes almost 29.5% of the total supply. That's strange. Seed. So probably was like seed, strategic, private, public-ish. They just have different names to it. Then development, and then custom. All right. Movement on the releases, nothing too significant. Let's watch the trend. Overall, market conditions, right? Only 3 periods, not that significant. These tokenomics are interesting though. So team has a 3-month cliff, then linear over 2 years, linear over 4 years, 3-month cliff, linear over 2 years, 3-month cliff, linear over 2 years, 3-month cliff. So all the seeds are basically being released, but at vast different prices. So the raise was 3.8 million, 26.7 million. Is that correct? 35 million. They raised so much money. 50 million. Holy crap. 115 million was raised on this project. Let me see if that is actually in the white paper as well. So that's an in-depth white paper. I can imagine if it's very tech heavy. Look at this. To be fair, I'm not hugely into the crypto tech. Of course, I usually look at gaming or NFT related projects. That has more my preference. However, this looked like an interesting opportunity to make a play. Let's see. Tokenomics. There's nothing on tokenomics in there. Interesting. So I can request the source from the Track Digits team, because I would be quite curious to see what that looks like. But this price impact would definitely be significant if it turns out like this, right? 17 million. The facts are what the facts are. So 24.9 million is going to be released at a price of 72 cents. Yeah, that's going to move the market a little bit. When you look at their, so yeah, there are on Coinbase where, let's see, very little of the volume actually takes place. Huobi takes the biggest one. So apparently it's quite a big project. They Kraken, they got KuCoin, but it's not being traded that much. It's being traded quite low. Huobi, you know, what can I say about Huobi? Wash trade exchange, but it has the biggest volume. Binance US has it listed, almost no volume. So definitely if you look at Kraken, Coinbase and Binance US, then it might as well be a more US catered project on that lineup. We're missing your regular ones like Gate, Maxi, Bittrex. Oh, they got Gate right here. Apologies. 152K, that's good volume there. All right, it's definitely not enough volume to absorb the release of that many tokens. So let's even check the Twitter to see if they have made an update or announcement if they're going to actually release these tokens. Because during the bear market, there have been quite some updates on tokenomics where they say like, oh, the team tokens are not going to be released. Obviously, they would have to release those seed tokens. In that case, there would be still a significant push, right? Okay, so here we go. So there's a Series B, right? Community progress, linear over 4 years. Okay. Okay, so what has happened in Track Digits, which there is a big disclaimer as well, has been a standardization of the tokenomics. The tokenomics categories have been standardized and might not match the source directly, right? So they have standardized it so the database can track things for example, the smart alerts and pre-filters that are set up. So as long as there's a buy-in price, it is interesting. So we can basically ignore team 1, team 2 and development, although development is development. Just let these take not into consideration. It will still be extremely significant, right? So out of we're only working with about 7, 8, almost $9 million with a significant return, and $9 million on 1 million. Yeah, the supply shock will be less significant, but I would say still very much so significant. That what the money that will enter the market. So that is important to consider. That's why I kind of like picking up these new projects, because you really learn to work with the tool. You know, with all the gaming and the structures that I usually follow, it's usually a little bit too easy to see the opportunities. That's why I just like to use the upcoming list now. It's been published. I have access to it for quite a while to actually find these opportunities, because let me just show you what that looks like. Right, so on that upcoming list, you have like all types of projects, but you can basically, if you're a small trader, a big trader, there will be filters soon, so you can filter out some stuff, right? And you can basically make a huge list. I haven't tried this yet. 100 projects, there we go, bang. It's basically a full list. So you can see how many projects are being released every single day. There's a huge opportunity. There's basically 2,771 releases, and I think that's for the next 90 days. Does that would show? Yeah, it's for the next 90 days. So that's obviously massive. There's a huge amount of opportunity. A lot of small ones, some big ones, right? But yeah, definitely interesting there. Let's go back to Axelar. Oh, live Axelar. There we see. So yeah, interesting opportunity, probably because I don't know anything about the project. I'm not really looking to make a play on this. However, it is on the bigger exchanges, which means that traders, usually I come from more of an investor point of view myself, but this is a very interesting opportunity for traders because the centralized exchanges are almost all listed. When we look at the decentralized exchanges, there's relatively little volume, less than 10%, well, 7% of the total volume takes place there. The most volume, 50%, is on Huobi, which I assume they have some opportunities to play short, long on these tokens, if that's something that interests you. I just want to take a moment for this video that this looks that the indicators all line up as an interesting opportunity. And this is definitely a project. Most of the videos you'll see on this channel moving forward will be gaming related, because yeah, a better understanding is always the foundation of knowledge that you require to make higher odds of success, because every investments carry risks, so always do your own research. And I only like to play with things that I fully understand, so I'll probably skip out an Axelar, but the indicators look quite interesting, definitely. So if you're interested in getting information on projects, use the upcoming list. There's a link in the description down below. You can sign up for Track Digits completely free while in alpha. If you want me to learn myself and maybe educate you while we're at it on non-crypto gaming projects, please suggest a couple down below in the comments and I'll be having a look. Do check Track Digits if it's actually in the database, because if it's not in the database, you have to request it on their Discord. Usually takes 1 day to be added to the database, but then I can actually use it for you in a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.